In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, let's start our summary file for the final exam for grade 8. First question, what does revolution mean? Revolution means any change that has an enormous effect on people's way of life. What is systematic agriculture? The organized growing of food on a regular basis is called systematic agriculture. Question number 3. What is agricultural revolution? The change from a hunting and gathering subsistence to one of agricultural and animal domestication is called the agricultural revolution. What does domesticate mean? Domesticate means to adapt an animal to living with humans for the advantage of humans, like domesticating a dog or domesticating cat or wild animals, usually called domesticate. Even lions, human beings are domesticating lions and tigers and small crocodiles even. Question number 5. What is the other word for holy places? Holy places are called, starting with SH. Very good. Shrines. SHRIN. Shrine is another word for holy places. Question number 6. When was Neolithic Age? It was a period of shift from hunting and gathering to systematic agriculture. Question number 7. When did Neolithic Age start and end, and how long did it last? It began around 8,000. This is important. 8,000 BC or before Christ, and ended around 4,000 BC or before Christ. So it lasted for about 4,000 years. Question number 8. During Neolithic Age, what was the main factor for choosing a place to settle for people? It's very easy, like people all the time needed water, so being close to water resources was their main factor, like rivers, springs, and lakes. Question number 9, or next question, is all fill in the blanks questions about ancient Egypt. So we read it together. As you read, I give you just a moment or some short time to think about, and then I will say the answer. So the ancient Egypt and Kush. The ancient Egyptian lasted for over years. So the ancient Egyptian civilization lasted for over 3,000 years and became one of the most powerful and iconic civilizations in the history. The major periods of ancient Egyptian civilizations are called the Old, Middle, and New. There are three main civilizations, so Old, Middle, and New. So as its height, ancient Egyptian's empire stretched as far as north modern day Syria, and as far as south as today's Sudan. But long before it was an empire, ancient Egypt was a series of small independent city-states. It was not a country, it was small independent city-states that bloomed along North Africa's Nile River. So you're going to type Nile here, N-I-L-E, river. Guiding the Egyptian people was a succession of about 300, how many rulers? 300 rulers, often referred to as pharaohs. Pharaohs, which in Arabic I think you call it Pharaoh, right? In Farsi we also call it Pharaoh. Yes, there are about 300 rulers, which we call it the pharaohs. So for the next part, we come to the next page. When the king is actually dead, when the pharaoh is dead, and they wanted to prepare their journey into the afterlife, the rulers constructed elaborate tombs. Elaborate means complicated. E-L-A-B-O-R-A-T-E, elaborate tombs, including the Great Pyramids at Giza, an underground mausoleum in the Valley of the Kings. So Giza, G-I-Z-A, and underground Muslims. Muslims, M-A-U-S-O-L-E-U-M-S, Muslims in the Valley of the Kings. Now regarding the mummifying, so preparing for this journey to the gods also involved mummifying one's body. That deceased corpse was embalmed, wrapped in hundreds of yards of linen, L-I-N-E-N, and placed inside the tomb so the body could be reanimated in the afterlife. The pyramids represent the innovation and cultural might of the Egyptian people. So the pyramids represent the innovation and cultural might of the Egyptian people. Egyptians in mathematics, next part. So innovations in mathematics and written language in particular propelled their civilization to success. How did Egyptians measure time? They actually measured time by combining mathematics and astronomy. Actually, they combined these two sciences and measured time, and they divided the day into 24 hours. So Egyptians created a solar calendar, which was the first dating system in history to feature how many days? 365 days in 1 year. Lastly, the Egyptians developed methods to measure and survey land around the Nile River. So these civil engineering feats made way for the construction of dams, canals, and irrigation systems. Irrigation systems means watering systems that helped farming and agriculture to flourish in the Nile Valley. Ancient Egyptian civilization came to an end by invasions, including those by the Persian Empire in the 4th century BC before Christ, and the what empire around 30 BC? The Roman Empire, the Roman, R-O-M-A-N, Roman Empire, 3 BC. So why pyramids? Why did pyramids were built in the past? In the text we had, like because they believed that their pharaohs are a place for the god, and they kind of believe that the pharaohs after death will change into gods, so they wanted to preserve their body, kind of preserve and keep them safe, like keep their body not to decay and not to corrupt. So they mummified them, and they built these complicated and elaborate systems and pyramids and those buildings to keep them safe. What were ancient Egyptians people achievements? So we had some of them in mathematics, in measuring time, in creating paper. Even they invented papyrus for making paper. They measured time. They had a lot of improvements in mathematics. They also made their own way of writing and written languages. Also in engineering, they developed the systems to measure around the Nile River, so they had great achievements. Thank you very much, dear students. Here is the end of the file. I hope you do your best and get the best result in the exam. Don't forget to like this video and share it to your friends if any of your friends do not have access to the platform or WhatsApp group. So please share that with them, like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a very nice day and goodbye.